Hello guys and welcome back to War Thunder. This time we will be taking a look at the premium M10 Achilles. This is no different from the standard Achilles you can obtain in the regular British tank tree. The only difference is that one is premium. Now let's take a look at one battle I played on Stalingrad. So here we are in Stalingrad. Not sure what the Americans and British did in Stalingrad fighting the Germans and Russians, but oh well. I have to point out that I did not actually buy this tank. I won it in Tiger 6's Christmas competition, so thank you to Tiger 6 for hosting that competition, and I was one of the lucky winners. The way to play this tank, I have noticed in the very few games I have actually played in it, is to always keep your distance and never attract fire. If you do, run and go somewhere else. There is always another place you can shoot from. Flanking is very important. The rounds have great penetration, but unfortunately they don't do a lot of spalling damage, and they sometimes light things on fire, but sometimes not, and it's not very consistent, so unfortunately you're not going to one-shot things very often. If you want to kill crew members, you have to aim directly at them and hit them. You're not very likely to knock them out by shooting near them. Spalling is pretty terrible. I also had to point out that it's not the most accurate gun. It may be because my crew is very untrained. I have this as a secondary vehicle and not primary. So it's not the crew that I use the most. I have noticed that the 17 pounder on the Black Prince is much more accurate, but I mostly use Sabo in the Black Prince, so I'm not sure. Anyways, as you may have noticed, turret traverse is not this tank's strong point. It actually traverses at around 3 degrees per second, meaning it takes 2 entire minutes to turn the turret the whole way around. So you always want to pre-turn the turret when you face an enemy, and you always turn the entire tank. And you will notice that I am using binoculars a lot. I usually do. It's a good habit to have. It gives you a lot better visibility than just the standard gun view. But it also allows you to look around much faster than with just the aiming sight that the gunner uses. Just looking for some alive targets. Didn't know if that Panzerfaust was alive or not. I see something over there, but I'm not sure what it is. Also something showing up on the left here, behind the fence. It's an SU-152. You apparently never penetrate them from the front, even though you have double the penetration value, but oh well, it's Russian selenium. Another one showing up. Terrible aim, so I just hit his track. Not sure what that Cobra King is doing. It was sliding there. Another shot straight into the... Actually it bounced. It says it hit the track, but it didn't. And what you saw there was the M10 eating a shot from an SU-152 and not being damaged. My left MRX are orange and yellow, but as long as they have it detonated, that's no problem. They can be black if they want to. It makes no difference as long as they don't explode. Having some issues identifying the targets over there. I know that there is a stug, and I can now see that there is actually a Cromwell, no, not a Cromwell, a Churchill, a German Churchill over there, but I didn't at the time because it's grey against a grey background. You might be able to see it just behind the, well, where I was aiming. But anyways, I wasn't able to get a shot on him, so let's get out of this position and find a new one. And you can see that stug right there, behind one of those pipes. I didn't notice him at the time. And that right there is a Panzerfaust. Terrible shot, bounced off him. Another terrible shot. He has now noticed me and is using his machine gun. But fortunately his cannon was knocked out, so he wasn't able to fire, and I was able to take him out. Now I finally noticed the stug. Terribly aimed shot, but it knocks his tracks out. Now take out his transmission and loader. I'm not sure why he didn't shoot at me. It may be because he wasn't able to point his gun far enough down to be able to aim at me. But I knocked his cannon breech out, and this shot finishes him off. And always use binoculars. I was quite lucky to get a kill there. Most of the times the shot would have just gone straight through, killing the loader but nothing else, but this time it actually knocked out the whole crew. Looking at the minimap, I noticed that there are a lot of targets around me, and one actually on the other side of the factory. I might be able to get a shot at him. That's SU-122. If I had just moved 1 meter forwards, I would have been able to knock him out, but unfortunately a teammate was able to kill him before I got my gun on target. And I didn't actually see the kill message, so I put another one into him, just to be sure. And that right there is a KV-1. And it didn't penetrate. It went zigzag through his, I don't know, spaced armor. But it did no damage, and he got knocked out before I was able to get an actually penetrating shot into him. And because of the turbo turret reverse time, wait here just a few seconds to get the turret turned. was looking at the minimap, and now someone actually shot at an enemy out to my left. I'm not a fan of how you are pinged on the minimap just as soon as you get hit by an enemy. It's a feature I wish they had removed, but oh well. And oh boy, an Ostwind. That is actually the target that has... Wait, what did I just hit? I shot at an Ostwind, but hit Stug. Anyways, Ostwinds are actually among the more well, deadly targets. Their automatic 37 is able to penetrate you, maybe not from the front, but always from the sides, and I am out of primary ammunition, so I have to switch to secondary. It doesn't have as good penetration, but it might do some more spalling. Bounce off the front of the Stug. He has a short 75, but that is most likely able to penetrate me anyways. And put the final round in here. So, as you can see, always keeping my distance, never coming too close to the enemy. Apparently that Ostwind got taken out, didn't get an assist, but oh well. Gunfire. I know that there are enemies down there, but I can't see them. And apparently there's an enemy right here as well. Something is shooting at that Churchill. But I don't know what, and I don't know from where. It's somewhere around the A point. So let's go and check it out. And that was artillery, so let's back out of here. Make sure I don't get hit by artillery, because it can really do some great damage to my lightly armored vehicle. Notice that the artillery is coming in even behind me, so there's no use in backing up further. Instead, go forwards and to the side. I know that the enemy is in there somewhere, but I can't see him because of the smoke. Don't see him. He is behind that pillar there. And it's a T-34. Terribly aimed shot. Bounced straight off his back armor. Reload just in time as he got his gun pointing towards me. And that, I think, is the German Churchill, which I didn't see earlier, but was pointing my gun at. Okay, so all that is left now is to cap out the enemy zone and win the game. So let's skip that part and jump straight to the results. So third place on my team, and 30,000 lines and 7 different awards. As you can see on my mark of distinction, I only have 15,000 RP on it, so I haven't played the tank a lot, and I gained around 3,700 RP on my Centurion, which is okay, I guess. I did get 6 kills, but it's a tier 3 premium. You can bounce some 37mm shots from the front, but the armor isn't the greatest, so try not to get shot at or even spotted at any time. Looking at the statistics of the gun, you can see that it has some pretty good penetration, but with great penetration comes terrible damage, so you need to choose on which you want. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. As you can see, reaching 800 kilometers per hour, pretty fast. This plane does not come with a cockpit. This is what it looks like on the inside. But I'm sure that the